trigonometric functions. This is one of those from 5 chapters, chapter 5, one of those chapter. This is the last part. In the previous 2 parts of my videos, you have gone through the exercise, and in your book and in your textbook or in your reference, you're supposed to be good at looking the number of solution. Looking the solution for x, and you should be able to prove certain equation either from left hand side or right hand side. And in this video, I'm going to show you on how to sketch a graph, which will comes out in your paper 2 part A, and it's one of those compulsory questions. If normally 7 to 10 marks question. In a following video, if you're watching this and you're making your own notes, due to this space constraint over here, you should, I will do it in different pages, but if you are doing at home, you should sketch it over one face, single sheets of A4 blank paper, so that you're able to see, and it helps you better in knowing these 7 types of graph. Okay, 7 types. So to start with, I'm going to use a sine graph to demonstrate different types. Just like the previous time, standard angle, and you should be able to sketch your own table based on the standard angle by now. So for the purpose of this video, first of all, I'm going to recap sine graph. So if you're doing this, do it on a piece of A4, single sheets only, for all 7, squeeze all 7 into one paper. So first one is 2 centimeter up, so and down your ruler. I doesn't have it here, so I'm going to sketch it freehand. To the right, go up is my y. To the right would be my x. 0 is cross. First thing you should do. Next, label your maximum, maybe 1 centimeter up, 1 centimeter down, which is a maximum 1 and -1. That's all. Then followed by the 4 angle, not the standard angle, but the increment of 90. Standard angle is what you use for the triangles, 30, 60, 30, 45, and 60. So over here it's using 90, 180, 270, 360. So go up to here 2 centimeter, down here is 2 centimeter. Then 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter. Then over here, maybe you use 2, 4, 6, 8, maybe 10 centimeter. Okay, X. Now, that's all about it. Yeah. Then over this 7 graph, I'm going to show the graph in the range 0, X, including 360. This range only. Okay, all my graph will be in this range. So first for sine graph, maybe I use this. Okay, sine 0, 0 will be 0. Sine 90 is 1. If you know these 2 already, then the rest will follow a pattern, because middle, up, and then it will come down. And then it will go down, and then come back to 0. This is a standard way to sketch it. If you're using sine, you get the first 2, 1, 0, and 90. Then the rest, it follow a pattern. Middle, up, middle, down, middle. That's it. Then you sketch it. The way you say it's not straight line, but it's a curve. You curve it somewhere near 1. Okay? 1, 2, go down so that I can get S curve. The next thing, maybe I'll just label it with y is equals to sine x. So this is first one I want you to sketch, right? Now you just learn this following, the 7 types of it. Then over the same graph, you can how to change it. Then when question comes out, no matter how you change it, you follow these 7 rules. It works. Okay. Now, how about if I were to sketch a graph that says it is y is equals to modulus of sine x. Okay. If it were to be modulus of sine x, what can you do? This is my working curve. First of all, you sketch working curve sine x. For modulus sine, what do you do? All the negative, you times it with a negative into it, right? So what you do is the negative here, bring it up to positive. The rest follow. Then the graph should look like an M. Maybe I will use lighter tone. So the graph should look like go up, down here. Sharp peak is not a turning point; it's a sharp peak. Here it's a sharp peak. At 180, it should up and bounce up here. Okay, it's not a curve, but it's a bounce up. So therefore, this is the curve for y equals sine x. If it were to be just y equals x, sine x is the S curve standard curve. Sine x follow the highlighted road. This one is the real curve. Or if you want to okay, I'm going to show you the next one, next curve, because there are many 7. So this is 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Okay. Alright, again, the axis of y 2 centimeter, maybe 11 centimeter to the right. So 1 cm to the left. So then my here is 0, some space. It should look nice. 1. Need to practice on this. Maximum, minimum, 1, -1. Okay. Then followed by 90. Make sure the scale is the same so that you can compare them. That's why initially we will start off with I convince you to sketch all 7 curves into one sheet of paper so that you can see. It helps you to visualize how they change it. It helps you to learn better. Now next, what I'm going to show here would be I'm going to sketch a graph of y is equals to maybe 3 sine x. There's a number in front of sine now. 3 sine x. So what can you do if you were to 3 sine x? Okay. First, you look at the working curve. Working curve would be my sine x. So all you need to do here, if a number in front of sine, you change the maximum to the amplitude. If the number in front of this sine, meaning this is amplitude. Okay, so you change it to 3 and -3. Then the rest should be the same. Sine 0 is 0, sine 90 is maximum. In this case, it's 3. It's middle, up, middle, then go down, and comes up. Then amplitude is higher. The rest should follow. Okay? Right? Now, what happened if now there's another variant? Maybe now y is -3 sine x. So how am I going to sketch it? Now, if in the event that you need to sketch y equal to 3 sine x, so what you do first, your working curve is y equal to 3x. Y equal to 3x is look like this. So to avoid any confusion, I'm going to make this into dotted line. Maybe dotted line, up, dotted line, dotted line, dotted line, dotted line, dotted line, dotted line. Okay, dotted line is my working curve. Oh, color is not the same. Okay, in your maybe working, maybe you use dotted line instead of color line because you're not supposed to use color. You use dotted line. So working curve will be a sine curve, but amplitude 3 and negative 3. If it were to be a negative number, all you need to do is you invert the curve, the positive to negative, negative y to positive. So it will be here 1, here 2, this one remain. This is negative, go up positive, come back down here, and your graph should look like this. Okay, this is y equals to negative 3, whereas the dotted line or our working curve is y equals to 3. So here, second one would be the front. Number at front is the amplitude. The maximum number changed to 3. It doesn't contradict with my previous saying, sine is only maximum 1 and negative 1. Yes, sine itself, sine x itself is 1 and negative 1. But you times it with a number. So that makes it different. See, this is a number. Sine itself is negative 1. This is maximum 1 and negative 1. You times a number in front, so the amplitude will become 3 and negative 3. Alright, let's proceed to the next one. Again, I could only fit in 3 curve here, but at home you should be able to squeeze it into 1 sheets of paper. 0, then here would be positive 1 and negative 1 is always the case. Depends on question whether you need to change it. So for this case, we use the same concept: 1 and negative 1, 90, 180, 270. Depending on a question. If questions use a pi, form of pi, then you use pi. Otherwise, it helps you to learn into angle degree. Alright. So, in this case, this graph, you were asked to sketch. I want to have a graph of y equals to sine. Now I have a number in front of x, 2x. Okay, sine 2x. So previously it's only x and x, a number in front of x. Previously is a number in front of sine, so your amplitude changes. If it were to have an amplitude in front of the x, sine 2x is x sine x plus x times 2x. So what I'm going to do is, it says inside this sine curve, the first one, inside this sine curve, only one s, right? Over here, if you have sine 2x inside this sine curve, they are going to have 2 sine curve within the same range. 2 sine curve within the same range. So what you need to do if you have a number in front of sine is, you need to use this number, divide with any number in front of x. So 90 divided by 2, in this case 2, so equals 45. So now all you need to do is you shrink this curve into this scale further into half. So you should have one scale here, 45. So that the increment is now 45. 45 here, Another 45 is 135. 180, 45, 225. Maybe write smaller so that you can see it, different color. But if you're using only one color, then you should write bigger, the main scale, the smaller scale, right in a smaller or inside. 305. The range is remain 360. Okay. Then the same rules apply. What rule? Is to sketch them. It's always the case. Sine 0, 2 times 0 is 0, is 0. Sine 2 times 45 is 90, so it goes up 1. 2 times 45 is 90, so sine 90 is 1. That's why you're supposed to good at the standard angle. Sine 90 is 1. So if you have the pattern already, middle, up, so you expect this to be down here, which is quite true. Sine 180 is 0. Middle, up, middle, next thing it will be down. No need to calculate, because this is something that it will repeat by itself. So therefore the curve should be 1s sine curve, and then second sine curve. Up. Okay, maximum is 360. The range is 360. Okay, so 2 sine curve within the same range of 360. That's why you have 2x. So you times a number in front of x, meaning it tells how many sine curve within the same range. It is possible to have only half, or round number and fraction number. So this case would be a round number, then it tells the number of multiple sine curve within the same range, right? Okay, the fourth one should be under the same sheet, should be the one below, but I don't have space here with me. So if you are doing at home, I hope you manage to squeeze it into the same page. Next, the fourth one, you can't see comparison because here it's not up and down anymore. But if you're at home, I hope you manage to squeeze it onto the same page of paper so they can compare. 1, -1, maybe 2 cm. Here is 1 cm or 1.5 cm, down 1.5 cm. You need to learn how to sketch this at least 3 to 5 times. Yeah. Maybe the first time it's not perfect. Maybe the second time it will get better. The 4 angle. So these are standard operation procedure. Now, as I mentioned earlier, you may times a number in front with a round number, and at the same time you should be able to times a fractional number, maybe half an x, which is also equals to what? Sine x by 2. Okay, they are the same. They're the same. Okay, or they're the same. So what we're going to do, previously, if you times a round number, it tells the number of sine curve or the same range. Here, you should be able to guess it. If only a fraction number, say half, meaning it's only half the sine curve over the same range. Yeah. So it's 3/4, then it's 3/4. How would you draw it, right? What does it mean? So if you have ordinary the sine curve over the same range, half, then it means, where is the half? Half is here, isn't it? Half. Okay, half. If 3/4, then it's extend until here. But since it's half, so it's here. So half is there. So the idea is there. It should look like that. Okay. So start with, again, sine 0. 0 times any number is 0. Sine 0 is 0. Right? How to get maximum? Sine 45 is the maximum? No. Then proceed to the next one. Sine 180 by 2, sine 90. So sine 90 is 1. So sine here is here. Right? You substitute this number into x. So 180 by 2, 90. So 1. Therefore, skip 1 to maximum. So skip 1 to, you get back to here. So that you get this graph. Half only. Okay. Maybe I sketch you the working curve for sine. Maybe here should look like, maybe I don't want to confuse you, so I don't have mark. Maybe here. This is a sine curve. So this is y is equal to sine x, and this one is y equals to sine half an x. Only half comes out, then you expand it. Okay? Clear? I hope you are following. Now, so far it's only 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 7. Okay. Alright. X 0, Y. So now for this one would be a little bit, would be no, the scale would be slightly different. Cannot be maximum anymore because some operation. Maybe you double of the previous. If previously is 2 up, 2 down, total length is 4, maybe make it to 8 centimeter total. Longer. 8 cm, maybe a 4 up, 4 down. But the length for horizontal should be remain 11. Okay. Then for scale, maybe you need to have 1, 2, 3. Now don't get me wrong, sine x is always 1 and negative 1, but you may extend certain things as time goes. Okay, now here the last one is that y equals to simple one, sine x, but now plus 2. Okay, now it's not that the sine x plus 2 is not, maybe I write it the better way so that I can really see what I'm trying to tell you. Maybe I write it over here. Y equals to sine x plus 2. Okay, I think this should be quite clear. Now, you should be very fast now because you know, oh yeah, sorry, I've forgotten about the scale 90, 180, 270, 360. 90, 60. Okay, total. So if you examine this curve carefully, I mean this equation carefully, you should have sine x, and you need to find out what's plus 2. Your working curve should be this one. followed by an operation. So sine x, easily you can sketch it because it's here, 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 and here. So my working curve, I use dotted line, dotted line. Okay, this is my working curve, just to work on it. Sine x, then later we do you plus 2. Plus 2, so meaning all the y value, now you add 2. All the y value, you bring it up by 2. So I use darker color. So for this coordinate, 0, 0, so I plus 2, so increment of 1, 2. Then it should come to here. For this 1, 1, 2. So 1 is become 3, 0, 1, 2. Here, negative 1 plus 2 is 1, 1, 2 is 1. And this coordinate 1, 2. So therefore, your curve should look like go up, down, up. And this one is y is equals to sine x plus 2. Okay? That's all 7 different types of curve that you should know and familiarize. Plus 2. In the event when it's minus, all you need to do is you shift this working curve down by 2. Okay? There are of course other method of others curve, but for SPM purpose only. So what I'm showing you is for only SPM purpose, for SPM level. So this is what you should know. The 7 different types. Okay. For additional, because you might not need to know if in the event that they have changed syllabus again, they try to add it in. So I think that it would be nice if you know. It's not necessary to include this into your notes. No one would blame you if doesn't know this. Just for your information only. Okay. Now, the maximum minimum would remain as 1 and negative 1. Whereas here in a higher level physics later, it should be useful. It helps you to understand if you are reading some books where you have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Instead of knowing 90, because it's different from the previous page, I'll use pi by 2, increment of half a pi, so pi, 3 pi by 2, pi plus half pi is 3 pi, so plus another pi is 2 pi, so it's 360. Okay. Now, in the event that you are asked to sketch y is equals to sine a bracket x plus pi by 2. Normally it's expressed in pi. You were asked to sum it in pi by 2 or pi by 4. Okay. If you were asked to sketch this type of question, it's normally not in SPM. If they have changed syllabus, they decided to include this, then no worries. So first of all, thumbs up rule is always sine x. Your working curve will still be sine x. So sine x, all you have to do is sine x 0, 0. Sine 90 is 1. 980, negative 1 and 2. Oops, sorry. I accidentally write this 2. Apologize for that. 1. Okay, repair my scale. Okay. Alright. So my working curve is in a dotted line. So dotted line. Dot line. Oopsie. Okay, the maximum is in the X cross. Okay. If you will find that if the scale for Y is bigger, then it's easier for you to sketch this sine curve. Right. So now this is my Y equals sine X. Okay. In the event you have an angle after the X plus an angle, what you could do, if it were to be plus, then all you need to do is to shift this curve. Yes, you heard me right. You shift it, meaning you push it backwards to the left. I can't see it clear. You push it to the left. If it were to be positive, you push it left by 90 degree. Okay, so I use another color. Okay, push it to the left. This is positive, so to the left by pi by 2. This is what it meant. Okay, so all the coordinate will be shift. So this coordinate 0 will be shift negative pi by 2 because it's behind 0. Okay, so first point, this coordinate will jump to here. Okay, then this coordinate will jump to here. This working coordinate will jump to here. You shift to here. So you have meter up, meter down, meter out. I'm still within 360. Okay, and the curve are supposed, for illustration purpose, supposed to be this up. Okay, it's curved upway. I didn't do it wrongly. It is correct. It's supposed to intend to curve like this. Okay, but since our range is 0 to 360, therefore my curve look like a cos curve. Okay, so this is my equation of y is equals to sine x plus pi by 2, which is correct if you put an angle on it. Sine 30 plus 90, 120 is actually the cos. Okay, okay. You would be surprised why the curve is now a cos curve, but not a sine curve. Because in this range, 0 to 360 is a cos curve. Okay, so if you have a plus of an angle inside, what you do is shift to the left. If minus, shift to the right. Okay, all right. Now, this is if you can't accept this fact and you can't accept it, then just forget about this, because it's not required by SPM. Okay, let's proceed to the next part, which is a solution. Number of solution is in a some example. We have talked about all the rules already. Maybe one example. Sketch y is equals to modulus 3 cos 2x over the range 2 pi. Okay, so shouldn't be of too hard. So this curve, the base curve is cos x. Working curve is cos x or cos 2x, meaning over the same range of cos, you are supposed to have two cos curve. And then you change the amplitude to maximum 3, negative 3, and then you invert it. You invert all the negative into positive. That's all about it. So let's do it. Okay. X and y axis 0, y. So the amplitude is always the easiest to start with, maybe 3 and negative 3. Start with the amplitude first, then the angle 1, 2, 3, 4. Since the question says it's 2 pi, so we use pi. So first one is pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2, 2 pi. Okay, so maximum 3, negative 3, then cos 2x to have divided by half, by 2. So 90 by 2 is 45. So should expect here by 2, so it's by 4. So here 1 over 4, 2 over 4, 3 over 4, 3 pi over 4, 4 pi over 4, 5 pi over 4, 6 pi over 4, 7 pi over 4, 8 pi over 4 is 2, so it's correct. Then you may start sketching, because cos 0 is maximum 1. So here is 3, so maximum. So you have maximum, middle, minimum, middle, maximum, middle, minimum, middle, maximum. So your working curve should look like this, but since you need to modulus it, so the negative will go to now positive, a dot maybe, 1 and 2 dot, okay, and then the curve should look like this, then bounce up, go down, bounce up, oops, bounce up, come down, bounce up, come down. Oh, it's not very nice. Okay, so this is how this curve should look like. You may of course extend. I mean, your working curve is dot 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 dot. Cos curve, then do it that way. But since the question says only 2x, I think it's advised not to draw it, or maybe you use a pencil to sketch it. Then so that this is what you need to sketch for. The limit here is, this is where the maximum. Use a ruler, because you will. Okay, so first part, 4 marks question. So Then the next part of the question, it says use the same graph, find out number of solution for the equation 2 minus modulus 3 cos 2x equals to x over 2 pi for the same range. So don't be surprised and don't need to panic because they are all the same question. They are related. Why? Because this part here is what you have done earlier. It's over here. And they told you it's equals to y. So to rewrite this equation, so therefore there will be 2 minus y is equals to x over 2 pi. Then the negative y, rearrange them to get positive. So therefore your y is equals to negative x over 2 pi plus 2. It's a straight line, and it's equals to y equals to, compare it with y equals mx plus c. Okay, sketch this line over the same curve and find out the number of intersection. This is how question comes out. 7 marks total. Okay. So what you need to do, simple, because there are a few ways actually, but the simplest way would be the way to substitute x and find what's y. Okay. Find out when x is equals to 0, y is equals to 2. So I know first point is 2. Because you sketch it in a scale form, right? 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter, 1, 2, 3. So it will be easier for you to determine it. Okay? They just say sketching, so use centimeter, 1, 2, 3, easier. So 1, 2, 3. So first point here. Gradient is negative, so it should go down this way. Since it's 2 pi here, substitute x. When x is equals to 2 pi, then my y is equals to 1. Okay, so now when x is 2 pi, here, y is 1 here. Okay, then need 2 points to connect, or 2 points to make a straight line. Use a ruler. No, straight here. So this is y is equals to negative x over 2 pi plus 2. And since they ask you for number of solutions, so how many points? Wow, quite a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Number of solution is 8. Number of solution equals to 8. Okay, this is the actual way how you should answer your question. You should get marked along the way. Okay, you should circle them. You are not supposed to use a color that's forbidden by the SPM board. You're not supposed to use red. You're not supposed to use green. Other than that, I think you should have some freedom. Maybe black, blue, pencil. In my work of sketching, I use many colors. It helps you to remember, and it helps user to learn it faster that way. But in your actual work, you should only use black, blue, and pencil. You are not supposed to use any red or green. So I hope my last part of my video helps you in this chapter. It summarizes this chapter for graph sketching. You should spend 1 week to attempt those questions. 15 to 20 questions based on my previous experience with students. It will drive you. I will drive you to an A. Every video comes with 15 to 20 questions. Well, that's all for now. I hope you like my video. Press on the thumbs up in YouTube. The number of likes really motivates me to make more video to help more friends. And don't mind if you want to share this over your Facebook, your social media network with friends. Don't be selfish. You get it free. Share it. It helps people. That's the main thing. And it helps you to learn. Sharing is caring. That's all for now. Stay tuned to my next video.